So hey guys, Natsu here, and we're here with another manga review. Now guys, what we're doing is we're using Crunchyroll's Simulpub, the official streaming manga publisher for Fairy Tail and a lot of Kodansha series like Attack on Titan and things like that. So if you haven't checked it out, make sure to go to crunchyroll.com and check out their Simulpub. It'll just be manga up at the top of the page. And you click on that and it'll show you a list of all the super awesome manga. And guys, it's actually free to read the most current chapter of your favorite series. So make sure to go and check out the new Fairy Tail chapter. Alright, so that having been said, please guys don't post spoiler about stuff that comes out in the scanlation sites. That's not what we're reviewing. We're reviewing the official licensed translations by Kodansha and Crunchyroll. And yeah, just try and keep it spoiler-free as much as you can. I have no control over what you guys are going to do, but just please don't destroy my faith in otaku kind. Alright, that having been said, let's move on to the manga review.
Hey guys, welcome to the Fairy Tail Podcast, your podcast for the greatest guild in the world. I'm getting all fired up just thinking about this episode.
Hey guys, so I'm going to be reviewing chapter 380 of the manga, and there's a lot to go over, so bear with me. First off, Mira Luxus shippers rejoice at the opening! Seriously, there was so much Mira Luxus stuff that I saw blowing up all of the social media all over the place, Facebook, oh my god, the images on Tumblr alone. And yeah, Mira Luxus was all over the place on Twitter. I didn't check Google+. I need to be more active on Google+. Sorry. But yeah, I mean, it just kind of blew up. Everybody was going nuts over it. And I was like, you know, there were like, I think about 18, 19 more pages. But everybody was just talking about Mira Luxus. So, yet another, if the ship, I think that ship was born a while ago. But if you needed further validation, there you go. So in this chapter, we start with the aftermath of what happened with Franmoth and Natsu, Lucy, and Happy, and their kind of discussion about what's going on. You know, what do we need? We need to hurry and tell the master. Wait, what? Huh? All right. So on top of that, you've got the. I know I'm gonna mess her name up. I think it's Sayla. Sayla. I'm gonna go with Sayla. If I'm wrong, you can yell at me in the comments below. All right. So the fight between Sayla and Mira Jane, and I was like super excited for this. And then you know, then Lisana popped up, and I was like, oh, that's right, she was there. Oops. I completely forgot about Lisana. I apologize to all the Lisana fans. But I completely forgot that Lisana was there. I just remembered it was Sayla versus Mira Jane. I was like, oh, can't wait to see how that battle goes. Can't wait to see how that battle goes. And so we get a continuation of that. Funny enough, her takeover magic doesn't actually work on Sayla, which I thought was an interesting little kind of twist on that. Because I'm so used to Mira Jane being like this ultimate badass. It's kind of interesting to see her go toe-to-toe with somebody and not be sure if she can win or not. I thought that was really, really interesting. Also, another reason why I think I love this chapter so much is because it shows off that Mira Jane is absolutely brilliant. She's a great tactician, and just the fact that she blew up all their rejuvenation pods or whatever, their reanimation pods, I don't know what you want to call them, but basically the things that they use to make their demon pals come back to life. She took over those and destroyed them all. And I was like, holy crap, Mira, that's brilliant. Like just some of the back planning that had been going on this entire time. I was like, why is Mira still so confident if she's getting her butt kicked on an equal playing field? I was kind of curious about that. Of course, that actually spawns a little bit worse stuff. I can't remember who's the little the crazy little girl that wants to. The crazy little girl that was in charge of the rejuvenation pod. She's kind of sort of having a fight with Lisana. I don't even... Why Lisana has not kicked her butt already is beyond me. Alright, so when Mira destroys everything, that is the point in time in which Sayla goes, like, super demon. It's like... Dragon Ball Z has scarred me for life. Anytime there's a power-up, it's super something. But yeah, she goes into a much higher form of demon. She basically puts a command on herself. Macro, I believe, is the term. She basically gives herself a command that she will not lose to Mira. And so she greatly powers up, and Mira just starts it starts on a one-sided ass-kicking for Mira. Like, she's just getting beaten to the ground. It's crazy. Sayla looks a lot more evil and dark, and I'm like, holy crap. She really does. She looked kind of cute and adorable and everything before. Now she actually takes on an imposing kind of attitude and character. It's just like she's got that kind of vibe that if before she was giving off kind of a vibe of don't come near me, now the vibe is if you glance at me, I'll kill you. That kind of a vibe. Oh my god. I love when this stuff kind of happens in the manga, and I can't wait to see this in the anime. Then we get to the end. How appropriate. We get to the end, and we find that there's another demon character that we didn't know about, and he's actually holding the book End. It's the Tartarus Underworld King Mard Gear, and he's basically what you would consider... If End is not the guild master, then he is. But apparently they're all serving End. So, what the hell is End? We know it's a book, but... I want to know. I want to know what End is. What do you guys think End is? And I know I didn't go over a lot into major details too much about the manga this time. I didn't really have a lot to say. I'm waiting to see what happens in the next chapter. What do you guys think is going to happen next chapter? And for those of you that read scanlations, please don't post what actually is happening. I think that this was kind of a much better chapter, especially... if last chapter was more on the comedic side of things, this was more on the intensity and action side of things. There was a lot of smarter writing this time around, as opposed to Natsu just kind of like, dropping a giant stone onto a demon in classic Looney Tune character. But yeah, I had a lot of fun with this one. It was a much more interesting read as far as like intellectually. Even though I did say in the previous chapter that Lucy was very smart for trying to make it seem like Natsu was a summon, a celestial spirit. That was brilliant on her part. I think the girls are getting a lot smarter as the time goes by. Or rather, instead of they're getting smarter, we're kind of being introduced to just how smart they were. They were always smart, but now we're seeing another extent of that. So... yeah, Lucy and Mira, they're getting really, really good at planning in the midst of battle. I love this and can't wait to see what they do next. So once again, guys, make sure to go on to Crunchyroll to check out your manga on the Simulpub. All their manga comes out, well, probably not all, but most of the manga comes out on Tuesdays at around 7:30 p.m. Eastern, 4:30 p.m. Pacific. So, yeah, make sure to jump over to Crunchyroll on Tuesdays and check that out. Now, again, guys, let me know what you thought of my opinions in the comments below. Make sure to like, favorite, subscribe. Let us know how we're doing. Let us know other stuff that you want Wendy to check out. All that good stuff. Again, these are my opinions, and they don't necessarily share... I don't necessarily share common opinions with everybody else on the podcast, so you can ask their opinions too. Make sure to go to our website, fairytalepodcast.wordpress.com, to check out what Carla thought of the anime and manga as well, because she posts her weekly anime and manga reviews. That is pretty much it for me. Make sure to check us out on our Twitter page, @FairyTaleCast. Also, you can follow us. We actually do have accounts on Crunchyroll, if you didn't check out the explanation thing. But yeah, we do have accounts on Crunchyroll. You can check out Fairy Tale Podcast on Crunchyroll. All of our stuff is up for free. It'll be kind of like this as well, but once everything gets situated with Crunchyroll, the reviews will go up there first, and then a week later we'll jump over here to YouTube. So if you're watching it on YouTube, you're probably a week late. After some of these, I'll have updated everything, hopefully giving you all a proper explanation. Yay! But yeah, you can also follow us on Google+, Fairy Tale Podcast on Google+, Facebook.com/fairytalepodcast, and of course, fairytalepodcast.tumblr.com. Remember, we're still trying to launch the hashtag campaign, hashtag fairytale on Toonami, guys. We really want to get it up there. Make sure to send your message with the hashtag fairytale on Toonami to Adult Swim, because they're the ones in charge of putting stuff up on Toonami. I'm sure Funimation would love to know how many people want to get Fairy Tail on Toonami too, so if you want to tag Adult Swim and Funimation and let them know how huge of an audience they have and how much you want it on Toonami, you can do that as well. But the main focus is Adult Swim. That's it for me, guys. I'm Natsu Dragneel, and yeah, this has been another manga review.